We now have huge access online. The oldest profession in the world uses the newest technology, so there are apps and all sorts of services that you can get anything. So that makes ease of access incredibly easy. And my concern, though, with someone like James, who's obviously an intelligent young man, who articulates his point of view perfectly, is this secrecy element. What people have told me is that even once they meet a serious relationship, because they've had this compartment in their life that is completely secret, they maintain that. They find it a lot harder to give up those few 10, 20, whatever visits a year that they've always kept secret. I would feel less concerned if James said to us, you know, I do tell my friends, they do know, it's not a big secret. That would concern me less in this sort of circumstance. But there's all sorts of reasons people go, and as you pointed out, it's not what we think of lonely older men. As this survey of over 6,000 men found, it is the late 20s to early 30s who are using, say, sex tourism. Again, easy access, easy to go to Thailand, the night markets, you know, into Europe, the sort of night markets there, the sex hotspots there. It's so cheap to go, it's so readily available. The people are using it, and it becomes very risky because often there then involves a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs, and the men get twice as many STIs who use sex workers as men who don't.
What about the future relationships? And we were talking there to James about the fact that it could be compartmentalised, put to one side. OK, that was a part of my life. Now I found the one, and therefore I don't need to revisit that again.
Excellent question, because again, once you've learned to relate to women as I pay for you, you do what I ask, that can become a habitual way of relating. So that you go into your relationship, and I'm not saying James is going to do this, because again, he's incredibly articulate about what he's saying. You go into a relationship, you finally do meet someone, but you've sort of got the mindset that this is the way I relate to women in the bedroom. I ask, they give, because I've always paid for it. And it's very hard sometimes to learn how to relate in a real intimate and emotional way when you've been relating to sex as purely physical.